The joys of slumber. As a humble serf living on a rural manor in the midst of medieval England, I can attest to the fact that sleep was a precious commodity. But unlike modern folk who settle for a single good night's rest, we middle-aged men and women slept twice a night. Yes, you read that correctly, twice. It may seem peculiar to our descendants, but bear with me as I recount my nocturnal adventures. My name is Godric, and I reside on the manor of Ashwood, nestled between rolling hills and dense forests. As a serf, my duties are many, from tending to the Lord's fields to helping with animal husbandry. But when the sun dips below the horizon, signaling the end of another long day, my thoughts turn to sleep. Now, you might wonder how we manage to squeeze in 2 full nights' rest amidst our arduous daily routines. The answer lies in the unique rhythms of medieval life. You see, our bodies adapted to the natural world, responding to the cycles of light and darkness, just as plants and animals did. When the moon rose high in the midnight sky, signaling the start of the second night's rest, we knew it was time to recharge. My daily routine began at dawn, with a hearty breakfast and a quick visit to the nearby church for morning prayers. Then I headed out to the fields, where my tasks included plowing, planting, and harvesting crops. After a long day's work, I'd return home for dinner, often shared with fellow villagers around the communal fire pit. As dusk approached, I'd take a moment to relax, perhaps engage in some friendly banter or play a game of cards with the other serfs. Then, as night began to fall, we'd settle into our cozy huts, made from local materials like wood and thatch. The air would be filled with the sweet scent of cooking fires and the soft murmur of conversation. At around 9 p.m., I'd retire to my bed of straw and wool, feeling the weight of a hard day's labor slowly lifting from my shoulders. Sleep would wash over me, carrying me away on a sea of dreams and fatigue. It was during this first night's rest that my body had time to repair itself, re-energize for the challenges ahead. Fast forward to around midnight, when the moon reached its zenith in the sky. This marked the beginning of the second night's rest, a period of deep relaxation and rejuvenation. I'd wake up feeling refreshed, ready to tackle any tasks or chores that lay ahead. This dual approach to sleep allowed us middle-aged folk to pace ourselves, conserving energy for the demands of daily life. It also gave us time to process our thoughts and emotions, allowing for a deeper connection with our surroundings and fellow humans. In those quiet moments, we'd reflect on our place in the world, ponder the mysteries of existence, or simply indulge in daydreams. As the second night drew to a close, I'd prepare myself for another busy day ahead. The rising sun would signal the start of a new cycle, with its own set of challenges and opportunities. And so, I'd rise from my bed, feeling invigorated and ready to face whatever the day might bring. In conclusion, sleeping twice a night was an integral part of medieval life. It allowed us to recharge, reflect, and reconnect with our world, a far cry from the modern notion that one good night's sleep is sufficient for all. As I look back on those bygone days, I'm reminded of the simple joys of life in the Middle Ages, a strong sense of community, a deep connection with nature, and the satisfaction of living life at a slower pace. So, next time you find yourself struggling to get out of bed or feeling like one good night's sleep is all you need, remember the humble serfs who came before us. We may not have had access to modern luxuries, but we knew how to make the most of our slumber and reap its many rewards.